Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Elle here. So today's video is well, that didn't go well, did it? Today's video is a tutorial on the look that I'm wearing right now. So it is my followers choose my makeup. I put some polls up on my Instagram story earlier today asking what I should do, and like you guys voted for what I should do, and this is the look. I hope you like the look. If you want to see how I create this look, then just keep on watching. Ignore the state of my hands. I do mention this in my video at some point. Just ignore that, please. Just let's not talk about it. Let's just ignore it completely. Love that for me. Enjoy the tutorial. I always start off with brows, and you guys voted, or the majority of you voted for natural brows, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to obviously be using my MAC Cosmetics, I could not remember what this is called, MAC Cosmetics False Lash Maximiser to do that. By the way, ignore my hands in this video. I do not know why they look like that on camera, because they do not look like that bad in person, but they look at that. What the hell? I fake tanned and it's just really grabbed to my hands for some reason, like especially my knuckles. I've just tried scrubbing it off, like, just please ignore that. I don't know how that always happens to me, because I actually put, when I'm fake tanning, I obviously don't put moisturiser on because like it won't grab to your skin otherwise, but I do put moisturiser on my hands, my feet, my elbows and my knees, just so it doesn't grab to those areas too much. But this is what my hands look like, so please ignore that because they look horrendous and it's picking up worse on camera for some reason, so just ignore that. But we're just gonna brush this through the brows as always. Also, if I sound like I'm talking weird in this video, please ignore that. I've started my Invisalign treatment, so I've got my retainers in, my liners in. So I feel like I sound a bit strange, like I've almost got a bit of a lisp now. So I'm still just trying to get used to talking with them in, so just ignore that. As I'm brushing this through them, I'm then just pressing them up, my brow hairs that is, I'm just pressing my brow hairs up and onto the skin. I'm just using my finger to do that. Now we're going to move on to priming the eyes, which I'm obviously going to be using the Plouise base in the shade number 2. And I'm going to be using a PC52 brush from Peaches and Cream just to apply this. So I'd start by carving out underneath the brow, and then I'll apply this all over the eye area. And over on my polls, you guys did vote for a blown out smoky eye, so I will be taking the primer like up into this area as well, but you'll see what I mean. So because I don't really fill my brows in all the time, I just, as you just saw, I just use that false lash maximizer just to shape them a little bit. Just carving underneath the brow, it just makes it look like it's got a bit more shape to it without actually using any like gel or pencil or powder through the brows. And then now that I've carved the brow out, I'm just going to start patting this all over the eye area, making sure you get on the inner corner, like the side of your nose right here as well. Don't want to miss that section out. And like I said, I'm going to be taking it up here as well because I'll be doing a blown out smoky eye. So I also did a poll for which palette I should use, whether I should use the BPerfect x Stacey Marie Love Tahiti palette or whether I should use the Made by Mitchell Feet on the Ground palette. And you guys did vote for the Feet on the Ground palette, so this is the palette I'll be using today. Whoop. This is what it looks like. I have no idea what I'm going to do yet. You guys voted for colour and you voted for a blown out smoky eye, so this is what we're working with. No idea what I'm doing yet. We shall see. We shall see. I'm sure it'll come together just fine. We're starting off with, this is a Zoeva brush. It's the 230 brush. It's just a small pencil brush, as you can see. And I'm going to start off with the shade. It's called, if I can turn this around. I'm going to start off with this shade right here, which is called A Mood. It's just a really nice deep purple. So we're just starting off with this, and we're going to pack this into the crease. So just to start off, because I want to pack this colour onto the crease, or into the crease, however you want to say that, sorry. I am just using more patting motions just to really pack the colour in there. Also guys, I mean, I don't know when I'm going to post this video, so the snow might have gone by the time I post this video, but today is Saturday, so we're on the 16th of January today. On Thursday the 14th it snowed where I am. So I'm in the UK and I live in Doncaster, so it snowed in Doncaster very heavily. Heaviest snow I've seen for a long time. I think the last time it really snowed properly was like 2018, but even that I don't think was as deep as this, I don't think anyway, if I remember correctly. But yeah, yesterday was Friday, and I was sat in this room, which is like my it's a spare bedroom, but I also use it as my makeup room. And I just heard this really loud rumbling sound. I was like, oh my god, what is going on? Is this an earthquake? What's happening? Is it an earthquake? That is literally what I thought, it was that loud. Next thing, the snow from the roof, I've like in front of me, there's two big windows right in front of me. The snow just fell. It was like an avalanche, I'm not kidding. The snow just fell off of the roof. So the rumbling sound was it sliding down the roof. It just all fell off of the roof. So obviously it fell in front of the windows in like, because obviously it had hardened at that point, so it wasn't like fresh powdery snow, it was like rock hard snow. So it's like chunks like this big all falling off the roof onto the pavement below. I was like, oh my god, it's like, oh my god, it's a good thing no one was walking past, because that could have killed them. It was that bad. It was scary. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, that's my little story time. It did happen on the other side of the house as well. And on the other side is our drive with our cars, so it all fell onto our cars. I was like, oh my god. Luckily our cars are okay, they didn't get damaged, but yeah, it was kind of scary. So this is how we're looking, a little bit cray cray right now. Now there's less product on my brush, I'm just going to start to blend it out slightly, just a little bit. I don't want to do it too much, I don't want to take this one too high up. I'm going to go in with this shade right here, if you can see. It's called Tulip. It's just like a more berry kind of shade. It's like a bit of a lighter colour. I'm going to use a Morphe M507 brush. Sorry, it looks like this. It's just a really petite blending brush. I'm just going to pick up that shadow, tap off any excess. As always, don't blow into your brush, just tap off the excess. Oh my god, that list was really bad then. And then I'm just going to start to blend over this shadow. Whenever it snows in the UK, I always find it kind of funny, because obviously like we're not used to the snow, like not this bad anyway. So the UK just goes on like, I mean, we're in lockdown anyway, still in the UK, we're in our third lockdown now. The UK is just like, oh, can't do anything, it snowed. And I always think like other countries that get a lot of snow, like Canada, probably just laugh at us. They're probably just like, get over it, it's only a little bit of snow in comparison to what we get and we function fine. But the UK is just like, no, can't do anything, it snowed. Speaking of, by the way, where is everyone from? Do you all get a lot of snow where you're from or not? Let me know. How do you deal with snow? Are you like, do you love snow or hate snow? Because I like the snow as long as I don't have to drive anywhere. If I've got to drive anywhere, I hate it. If it's a case of I'm going to be staying in the house, then it's brilliant. But if I have to drive anywhere, then I hate it. I hate driving in snow. I'm going to go in with the shade Tiger Lily, which is this one right here. It's like a really nice bright coral. And I'm going to be using, what brush is this? It is a Sigma E25 brush. It's just a nice blending brush. Just going to start blending this out. Always use a really light hand when you are applying makeup, by the way. If you use a light hand, it's gonna be a lot easier to blend. If you're too heavy-handed, you're gonna find it really difficult to blend any product out. If you hold the brush further down the handle as well, you'll find that a lot easier. Number one, you'll have a lot more control of it, and number two, it'll just be easier to be more light-handed. If you're holding it up here, you're gonna be quite heavy-handed with it. So further down the brush is the best. So I'm going to take that same colour now and I'm just going to start flicking it outwards because, like I said, I am doing like a really nice blown out smoky eye. So I am going to just go back in with the other colours I used as well on the same brushes that I used them on before, and just do the same thing, just start to flick them out slightly. And just flicking this out slightly as well. Now that I'm happy with how that is blended out, I'm going to take a Morphe M573 brush, which is just a bigger blending brush, really nice and fluffy. So I'm going to go in with the shade Arcade, which is this really bright yellow shade right here. And I'm just going to blend this out right here, right over the bright coral. And then with the yellow shade as well, I'm just going to take that on the inner portion of the crease area. You get me? Just blend it out here as well, so it's like the side of the nose. Okay, so other than lashes, I have just pretty much finished the other eye off. So I'll show you what I did now on this eye. So for the lid shade, I'm going to go in with, I could not read that then, it's called Angelina. It's this colour right here. It's just this beautiful shimmery, it's like a bit of a duochrome, but it's got a lot of pink in there and also a little bit of lilac, and it's just absolutely stunning. So I'm going to apply that first. I'm going to be using a Raver 234 brush, which is a flat shaded brush, looks like this. I'm not cutting the crease or anything for this. I'm just going to apply it straight to the lid, and you're just going to use a patting motion, like so. So now that we've got the lid shade on, I'm going to do a smoky lash line, because you know me, I love doing a smoky lash line. So we're going to start off with the brush we're going to use to do the smoky lash line, sorry, is the 237 brush from the Waver. It's just a really cute, petite, I don't know why I call it cute, it's just a really petite little brush. So I'm going to start off with the darkest shade first. And I'm just going to start to run this along the lash line. I'm just obviously connecting it to the crease shade here, like the outer crease. I'm just going to go in with the next lightest shade, which was the sort of lighter purple we used, and I'm just going to run that over there as well, just to blend the two shades together. And finally, I'm just going to go in with the more coral shade as well. So just to do the lower lash line, I'm just going to apply some more of the Plouise base right underneath there. So I'm just going to take the same brush we used for the top lash line, and I'm just going to go in with the darkest shade. So basically just going to do the same thing on the lower lash line. So we're just going to start to run the darkest shade along there first. And then going in with the lighter purple shade, I'm using the pencil brush for this. And then in with the coral shade. And then finally in with the yellow as well. Finally, just for the waterline, I always love a coloured waterline at the moment, so I'm going to go in with the Plouise Acid Reign paint. This is in the shade Raver, it's just the bright pink shade, and I'm just going to use a MAC, oh it's a 208, it'll start to warn off, it's just a small angle brush, so I'm just going to apply this to my waterline. It's time to get some lashes on now, because I feel like really bold eyes with no lashes looks really strange. What do you think? I'm going to be putting on, these are literally my favourite lashes at the moment. I'm going to be putting on the Tatti Lash Times Mitchell TL Mitchell lashes. Absolutely love them. So I'm going to pop some mascara on, pop on my lashes. I'll do that off of camera and I'll be back to do my skin. So I shall see you in a minute. Okay, so lashes are on. It's time to move on to skin. Just a quick little checkpoint right now. So you guys voted for natural brows, so we've done the natural brows. You voted for feet on the ground, so we use that. You voted for colour, so we've done that. And you voted for a blown out smoky eye, we've done that. And you voted for a shimmer, so we've done that. So we're moving on to skin, and you guys voted for dewy skin. So primer time. I'm going to use this one from Amazing Cosmetics. It's their Illuminate Prime and Highlighter. It looks like this. This was very kindly gifted to me from them. Yeah, this was very kindly gifted to me from them, and this is in the shade Glow. Looks like that. It's a bit more of a gold kind of colour. I know it looks white, but like it gives off like a gold glow is what I was trying to say. I absolutely love this. This is basically just like strobe cream from MAC, which is probably why I love it so much. I'm just gonna massage that into skin. Again, ignore my hands. It's just embarrassing, isn't it? And for foundation, I am going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Mine is in the shade Natural Beige because, you know, fake tan. I need it to match my tan. Also, I forgot to say, you can buy this on Look Fantastic, and I do actually now have a discount code for Look Fantastic, which is super exciting. It is an affiliate code, just putting that out there. So the code is LFTF. Elle as in ELLE and then L. I'll put it somewhere on the screen. It's LFTFELL, which sounds really strange, but I'll put it on the screen somewhere, and I'll also leave it in the description box down below. So if you use that code on Look Fantastic, you can get 20% off of certain brands. Obviously not all brands are included in it, but quite a lot of brands are, which is exciting. So I always list the products that I've used in the description box anyway, but what I'll do is I'll put like a little star next to anything that you can get from Look Fantastic that you can use my code on. And I'll also put a link to Look Fantastic down there as well, which will be an affiliate link, just so you know. So that just means I make a little bit of commission if you do purchase anything, either by following the link, if you follow the link and then purchase anything from that link, or if you use my discount code. I do make a little bit of commission on it, not much, but I do make a little bit, just so you know. But yeah, so I am just applying this foundation. Just dotted it all over the skin, and the brush I'm using to apply it is a Peaches and Cream PC19 brush. I just like to buff my foundation into my skin. I know you can buy Amazing Cosmetics, so the primer, you can buy Amazing Cosmetics on Look Fantastic as well. I don't know if they're a brand that's excluded or not. I'll check, I'll see if I can find out, but like I said, I always put in the description all the products that I've used, so I'll just put a star next to it if it's something you can get from Look Fantastic, and I'll leave my discount code down below as well. Foundation is all blended in. It's time for concealer, which is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer as well. Again, you can get this on Look Fantastic. I have the shade Swan. It is quite light, but we're going for that brightening kind of look. So I'm going to put a little bit on the chin, center of the forehead, down the nose, and underneath the eyes. I'm going to be using a PC27 brush from Peaches and Cream just to blend this out. This is the brush I'm going to use on my chin and forehead. For underneath my eyes and for my nose, I'm going to use a smaller brush, just so I can be more precise. I'm now going to switch to, I don't know what the number is. Oh, it's a B06. I can just make it out. It's from Spectrum. It's a B06. I'm now just going to blend this out on my nose and underneath my eyes. When you are doing this, you just want to be careful around the eyeshadow, because obviously you don't want to take the concealer over the eyeshadow. That would not be good. You just want to blend around it, which is why I use a smaller brush to do that. So I'm just going to put a little bit of powder on underneath my eyes. I'm going to use the MAC Waterweight powder, and I'm going to use a PC04 brush from Peaches and Cream. I'm not going to do too much of this, just a little bit. And then you guys voted for more of a bronzy look rather than a strong contour look, so that's what we're doing. I'm going to go in with Chaos Bronzer from XX Revolution, which looks like this. It's a really nice caramel shade, and I'm going to use a MAC 135 brush just to apply this. Just go right under the cheekbones. You want it to be darker right near, like at the top near your ear, and then lighter as it comes down. You also don't want to be bringing it too far down, like, but don't be bringing it like literally to the corner of your mouth. Do you know what I've just done? Wow, I'm such an idiot. I need to do blush, but I was going to do a liquid blush, which I should have put on before powder. But I've already put powder on, so now I'm going to have to use a different blush because I just can't do it. I can't do the liquid over powder. And of course around the hairline as well. You know, I genuinely can't believe I've done that. I was supposed to be using Made by Mitchell's blush because I absolutely love this, but I can't do it to myself. I can't put liquid over powder, so I'm going to have to just choose a different blush. On that note, I'm going to go in with Fickle from XX Revolution, which looks like this. And I'm going to apply this with this brush from, it's a Charles Fox brush. I mean, I really don't know. I bought it from the Krylon store in London, so any brush will do, really. I'm just going to apply this right at the top of the bronzer and just bring it back. I don't like to do apples of the cheeks. I'm not a fan of that. I always like to do a little bit of blush down my nose as well. And on my chin. Time for highlight, so we're going to go in with the BPerfect times Stacey Marie Get Wet highlight in the shade Soft Silk, which looks like this. It's just a really lovely gold shade. And I'm going to go in with this brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. The number has worn off, so I have no idea what it is. I'm sorry. So the last thing to do is lips, and you guys did vote for glossy lips, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to start off with Spice. Look how small this is. I'm going to start off with Spice Lip Pencil from MAC. And then for lipstick, I'm going to go in with I could not speak then. I'm going to go in with Myth from MAC. And then finally, because obviously you did vote for glossy, I'm going to go in with, these are called double glazed, I can't remember what they were called, the double glazed lip gloss from BPerfect times Stacey Marie. And this is in the shade Starkers, is it? Yeah, Starkers. And there we go. Last but not least, we need to spray some setting spray. I'm going to go in with the Morphe, what is this actually called? Continuous Setting Mist. So yeah, this is the finished look. So this is my followers choose my makeup video. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please leave, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure you do give this video a huge thumbs up. And if you haven't already, make sure you click the little subscription box down below. The button, should I say, the subscription button, whatever you want to call it. Leave any thoughts down in the comments, constructive criticism, etc. Let me know if you use any of these products. Let me know if you like the look. Yeah. Also leave any recommendations for any videos you would like me to film in the comment section down below. Because obviously, yeah, I do want to film what I want to film, but I also want to make sure I'm creating content that you guys want to watch. So leave any suggestions in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.